Liu Huanhua, Meso Hassona, Akbar Djuraev, Lesman Paredes. The 102 kilo category has become nothing short of exhilarating and, quite honestly, wide open for the taking. Having previously been a relatively uncontested category, it's taken some time for the 102s to mature, but over the last year it's become something else. At the first Olympic qualifying event, the majority of the current top lifters weren't even in this category. Olympic champion Meso Hassona took the gold, but Liu Huanhua was an 89, Lesman Paredes a 96, and Akbar Djuraev, well, he was a super heavyweight. In the early days of this category, we saw the likes of Kazakhstan's Artem Antropov and Nagisa Adilatuli move towards the top of the rankings. They were both later banned. Also fighting between them for the country's spot is South Korea's Jang Yeon-hak and Jin Yun-song. Though Yeon-hak has the spot currently, Jin Yun-song is only a kilo behind. Both snatch well over 180 kilos. But the first athlete to really pull away in this category was China's Liu Huanhua, known by many as Gigachad. At the World Championships 2023, he weighed in at just 98.52 kilos, and after a colossal 180 kilo snatch, a 5 kilo personal best, he pulled out a clutch 224 kilo clean and jerk for the win. His first World Championships win, and still to date, the best total of all 102s so far, 404 kilos. Since that competition, he's gone on to absolutely shock the weightlifting world, namely Olympic champion at 109 Akbar Djuraev, who was cutting down to the 102s slowly after presumably a mistaken foray into the super heavyweight category. They met at the Asian Games in the 109 kilo category. Liu Huanhua, weighing a full 8 kilos shy of Akbar at just 100.8 kilos, snatched another 5 kilo record of 185 kilos and clean and jerked a 9 kilo personal record of 233. That 418 kilo total technically was hit in a 109 kilo session, and so it doesn't count in the totals at 102, despite him weighing under 102 kilos. If it did, he'd have an 18 kilo lead over the world number 2, and a world record. If he can maintain that type of shape in Thailand, he'll be a no-brainer for Team China at the Olympic Games. Competing against him is the likes of Meso Hassona, who, after his Olympic gold medal for Qatar's first ever Olympic gold in any sport, he fought with some injuries and struggled to regain his shape. That was until the Grand Prix in his hometown in Doha last December. Up against Liu Huanhua, who was, in his defence, competing for the third time in 3 months and quite tired, Meso put on a show, as he loves to do in front of a cheering crowd. He defeated Liu Huanhua in what was a truly epic backroom and competition battle. Recently at the Asian Championships, I spoke with Meso for over 5 hours. We spoke about his journey, his career so far, how his life has changed for his family since he won the Olympics. It was a very moving conversation. When I asked him if he thinks he'll win in Paris, he said without flinching, with so much assuredness, that he will win. It was as though he was answering what 2 + 2 equals. It was just the objective answer. He will defeat Liu, Akbar and Lesman come Paris. At that Asian Championships, we saw Akbar Djuraev competing at 102 kilos for the first time this quad. Having won at 109 in Tokyo, he made the difficult decision to bump up to the super heavyweight category rather than starve himself down to 102. However, once his teammate, Rustam Jangabayev, a born super heavyweight, returned to competition, Akbar realised it wasn't a battle he wanted to be involved in. Despite the 25 kilo cut in weight, he won the Asian Championships in front of a home crowd, totaling 400 kilos with relative ease. He'll be competing at 109 kilos in Thailand, but we can expect him to look to total more than any 102 makes the day before. King Akbar isn't ready to lose his crown yet. One of the most highly anticipated returns to competition here has to be that of Bahrain's Lesman Paredes. Having won 7 straight internationals, multiple world titles and a world record at 187 kilos in the snatch in the 96s, Lesman got injured. His enormous total of 396 kilos from the World Championships in Colombia nearly 18 months ago still ranks him in the top 10 in the heavier 102 kilo class, and is the last time we saw him compete. From the intelligence I've gathered, he's in good shape. He's back to snatching 180 kilos with relative ease. The snatch world standard of 191 kilos might be too far off, but if anyone's going to make it, it's him. If he's in 2021 type of shape, he'll be good for a 192 kilo world record. And then within Europe, the battle rages strongly, with athletes like Yevgeny Tsikantsu getting stronger and stronger, lifting tremendously at Worlds and then again at the European Championships last month. His 398 kilo total places him at 5th in the world. Raging furiously also is the battle between the two Armenians, Samuel Gasparian, and the junior world record holder in all 3 lifts, Garak Karapetyan. Though Samuel is in the lead currently, Garak's abilities in the snatch are remarkable. If he makes all 3, it could be a wrap for Samuel. Thailand will decide their fate. Further down the top 10, and athletes are in dangerous spots. Irakli Jakidze, Reza Dadar and Tudor Bratu sit in 8th, 9th and 10th respectively, with some absurdly strong athletes below them looking to replace them in the top 10 and earn their Olympic spots. Don Opologi from Samoa is in a curious situation. Though he's in 11th, he doesn't need to get into the top 10 as he currently holds what's called the continental slot. To fulfill the IOC's drive for total world inclusion, he would earn a spot due to no other athletes from Oceania being in the top 10. It seems very possible, however, that he will make that top 10 due to his amazing lifting currently. If he does, then the continental slot will go to the USA's Wes Kitts, who sits in at 13th. No one from the Pan Ams sits in the top 10. Jonathan Rivas from Colombia, Bekdulot Razulbekov and Chempo Zhen all join the fight for a top 10 spot in Thailand. Don't miss it. Watch the entire World Cup with commentary from Mia Maxate at Weightlifting House TV, March 31st to April 11th. The link is down below.